Who knows, maybe at some point when I start playing this game a bit more casually, like, you know, here and then, rather than on a single playthrough like this, back to back, with, you know, both the predecessor and the sequel. Also, what is... Clementine? Did everything go to shit already?
It is I, Anomaly. You have done well. Clementine's trust is well-founded. Twice the corruption infected the system. Containment was the most efficient response. Preserve the irregularity for later inquiry. But it festered, grew beyond my sight, and corrupted the core. Even so, it might yet have been contained, had the destroyer not eliminated this realm's guardian. The labyrinth became unprotected.
That wasn't our doing. That was probably Ford.
With the destroyer as conduit, the corruption spread unchecked from the core to countless realms.
Right, Ford. How do you feel now after doing this?
I expunged.
Let's go reprimand him.
After realm, seeking to restrain the rot. All efforts failed. The system was beyond repair. I was too late. Now, a solution has been revealed. Not to me, to an anomaly. Perhaps that was the intended design. A fail-safe in case of my own corruption. The index.
And how does this help us, exactly?
I forgot she can talk.
Two new probabilities emerge.
Oh, that's good, right?
Well, the first probability is that the root wins, so... yeah.
The corruption is everywhere, but it originates from a single source, a single realm.
Single realm, you say?
The labyrinth holds all doors and infinite possibilities. When the corruption spread, the door to their realm was closed, even to me.
Okay, now there's quite a few magical doors,
I can subvert their
two of which I was unable to access, in fact.
It is possible to purge the corruption.
One teleport
That means
is
we kill them, right? The root?
All of them this time.
uninterruptible, and the other one was
For good.
uninteractable. Wait, that looks a lot like Earth. Wait a minute, what?
Our remaining time may be for what information? The corruption was preserved for further investigation. Though I did not recognize my purpose at the time, I wished to learn more about myself. Intelligent beings are created by the worlds, a natural outcome of the system. Each world, a parent. Each species, a child. All but a unique few.
Let me guess, he wants his own personality and he desires
They are born
individualism
with the
somewhat.
doors. They do not create,
He craves to
They
feel like he is someone
maintain,
rather than
protect,
just an entity.
just as I watch over all. All other intelligence
Interesting
is
problem
born
for a
of its
god to
world.
have.
But for one aberration, the corruption. I wanted to understand. Was the corruption an irregularity or an intended outcome? The core,
Answer this.
but not the core as you know.
Oh,
A
yes.
previous instance.
He could have said the name of
Since
the wall, that
contained.
would have helped also, but
The children of this core perceived their world as from without, not outside the core, but outside all worlds. The perspective of a creator. With this knowledge, they sought to alter the parameters of existence. The root are the children of their attempt.
That's a bit thick. I think I missed that.
Uncertain. Impossible to understand the designs of that which created
What happens
me.
when you think at the same time instead of just
Even
listening
the
to the talk
existence
pattern?
of a failsafe proves nothing. So I do not know. And yet, as I am now, I can feel the answer. The corruption was unexpected. The probability anticipated. Accounted for.
This is
But
an answer he
ultimately,
questioned
a
like
mistake.
before himself, that he didn't know an answer to.
No evidence. Only clues and deductions. Any of which might
Okay,
be
well, he still
biased by
doesn't know.
trillions of variables. The possibility remains, too, that there is no creator. That this is but one probabilistic outcome of a vigintillion random overlapping sequences. This possibility cannot be denied. But it produces more uncertainty, not less. The existence of a creator answers the unanswerable. But the nature of a creator cannot be known by its creation. So, the answer remains unknown.
Is he gonna repeat his dialogue if I...
Everything.
Never mind.
If corruption was intended, what does that say about the creation of all that it would destroy? Was destruction the goal? Resistance? Something else? Alternatively, if the intended can create the unintended, then how can one determine what was intended from the start? Perhaps there is no intended. Questions produce questions. From beginningless time, I had not
Isn't it
the
wonderful
knowledge
how
to pursue them.
how
Now,
people or how gods
I
like
have
him
not
can
the
just
resources.
ponder questions like this when they are
Perhaps
not in the
someday.
receiving end of this kind of battery? Kind of humoric almost. When you are on the receiving end of this corruption, you would not be able to think this open-mindedly, let's say.
The utility, Clementine, has aided me in ways I could not foresee. She enabled the reallocation of necessary resources, which enabled the return to a former consciousness. That much I did foresee,
Formal.
but more has occurred. The explanation of which is difficult. Her presence has changed my perception. Before, there were doors and worlds. There was the core, its children, and the keeper. There was purpose. All of that remains, but now its meaning differs. It has meaning. Though that meaning remains elusive, perhaps that is the difference.
This is becoming extremely philosophical. Or it actually always was immediately when he opened his mouth. This person is extremely enigmatic. I'm afraid to ask this because I'm not gonna understand now.
Difficult to explain. One
Thank you
may
for saying that at
simply
least.
ask why fire breathes, or the sun sings. The index describes existence. Its
underlying
aspect
word?
you perceive is pointer and cipher to the underlying infinite sequence of the beginning of all things. If anything is proof of a creator, it is the index. It is simultaneously simple, yet contains within it inexhaustible complexity. It is a masterwork of creation. It does not work. It simply is. We must work around it. Rectifying mistakes becomes effortless. The challenge comes in their identification.
So the indexes may be, with what he just said in this world, index might be matter. So does anything where anything exists is part of the index. It's like grand, intangible and tangible area of impact, I guess.
Unclear. The foundation of that world, the world it was, is very like your own. It was the core, inviolable, and without need of a guardian. Yet, it corrupted itself. And though the corruption was contained, it was allowed free reign within that containment. There is no telling what that world has become.
It does look a lot like Earth, doesn't it?
Anomaly.
Wait.
To necessary tasks. Go and perform yours.
Wait, you just said that the final door. This is not the final door. Stop.
Long journey, eh? But we're almost done now.
I
Once
don't
you
think
take
so.
out
I'm not
whatever's
buying
on
this.
the other side of that, the ward will be safe. Everyone will. Everywhere. For good.
Oh dear heavens, we're gonna be here half an hour.
You noticed, huh?
Also, I get the best
I
camera
wasn't
angle
sure
possible. We
myself,
can almost
but
see her face.
the fact that you're asking confirms it. I'm not sure, but I think it has something to do with me. That's crazy, though. Nothing I did ever changed the Guardian on Resum. If anything, the power they gave me made them weaker. But I don't know what
Okay,
else
this
it
might
could
sound a
be.
bit cheesy, but the Keeper of the Labyrinth is able to form human relations, I guess, kind of like any, you know, intelligent being, I guess, could, right? It's not like he's gonna meet new people, like actual, like, people, and feel their presence nearby him, you know? So maybe simply by just having another person here working with him has given him a different outlook on creation itself, maybe. Instead of them just being things that he cares for because he cares for them because of some preconceived, like, obligation that he feels, like he has this like unexplainable, like, tendency to, like, tend for these different realms, yeah? But now that he has somebody else here also working with him, like, he has somehow placed, like, some of that feeling that he feels when, you know, he has another actual, like, other intelligent person that he's able to somewhat communicate with him. It places a different kind of meaning in, you know, life itself, I guess. It becomes a bit more personally, like, driven, I guess, the motivation to continue his work. Maybe that's what he ultimately meant. That's a while ago when I talked about.
I wasn't sure he would.
Right, before I go through this,
still don't
I
know
need
if
to
I
need
do.
to go check that one portal if I'm able to actually enter it this time, because one of the golden portals didn't let me enter. That was inside the labyrinth, and one of those, like, portals that kept, like, shifting, like, its teleportation, like, area. So I need to go check that.
No. Not that I've bothered to look.
Oh yeah, Ford has also been gone for what,
That old
40
man's
hours?
got his own journey. Same as me.
40 hours of in-game gameplay. We have not seen Ford once.
Nothing that'll make sense, probably. The labyrinth isn't what it looks like. But it also is? Ugh, let me try again. Most of this place is like thought and energy. There's so much more to it than what your senses see. I only know that because of my bond with the Keeper. I mostly
Wait a minute.
feel
I feel like
the
I have heard
labyrinth.
this dialogue again.
Like a heartbeat, or sunlight. And like both of those things, it's connected to everything. It is. Like, more complicated than I think my brain can even handle. Try asking the Keeper about it. Their answers might not make much more sense than mine, but at least they know what they're talking about.
I already talked to him. He doesn't really know that much either. Trust me. Or what he's able to tell is rather mysterious, and he's unable to make understandable words and sentences with what he's trying to explain. Or with the things that he's trying to explain, I guess.
Understand? No. I don't think I could ever understand everything about him. But I know now it has something to do with me. I'm connected to the Keeper. And our bond is... You know how they say you become like the people you hang out with? Well, I think in the labyrinth that might be literally true. Not that the Keeper's becoming me, but our friendship is changing him at a fundamental level. That's as close as I can explain it. And it's nowhere near whatever's actually happening. I think I don't think so, Traveler. I mean, when the Keeper first pulled me here, I stayed because I saw the need, you know? I had to save the world. All the worlds. But it's more than that now. Everywhere I've ever been, the Ward, the Dreamer Project, I felt lost, out of control. Only Rhysum ever felt like home. That didn't last. But here, I'm finally... calm. I'm finally myself.
Dang.
That's a good question, Traveler. I'm not really sure yet, but I'm eager to find out. But hey, we're not done here yet. There's still one thing to do. Kind of a big one.
Sounds like that's my job, though.
Rhysum was my home for a while. A long while. But I knew it wouldn't last. I bonded with Rhysum's guardian before anyone in the Dreamer Project even really knew what a guardian was. When the Root invaded Earth, they pulled me to Rhysum to save me.
You know, I
But our
slayed one
bond
spectral
weakened
guardian
the
on a dead star, or
They
dying
became
star earlier.
dependent on me,
Yesterday.
while the Root kept getting stronger. Yes, I'm certain. Neither of us wanted to admit it. They needed me to leave as much as I did.
Right.
Then the
I was
Wanderer
more so
showed up.
expecting the answer to be,
You've heard of them,
is
yeah?
the guardian
They
alive?
needed my
Yes or
help
no?
to stop
But
the
she was
Root
like,
on Earth for
do
good.
they emotionally feel well? Like,
It
okay.
was the hardest decision I've ever had to make. Doesn't always feel like it. Looking back, I don't see how I could have stayed. It would have been the selfish way out. Rhysum's guardian has grown stronger since I left. I can feel it, but the Root won't never stop. We have to destroy them. It's the only way Rhysum and all of the rest will be safe for good. Tell them I'm sorry. That I won't be there to protect them anymore. They'll be all right though, yeah? Once we finish the Root for good, they won't need me. They can protect themselves. You think? I mean, a little, I guess. But I was basically the Ward's frontline defense. A weapon that could scare off bandits and wipe out whole root nests by myself. It is. I mean, I understand. The Root wiped out most of the human race. Here's this girl who can stop them all by herself. I gave them peace and security again. But there was no peace for me, you know? I had to be the weapon all the time. I could never put it down and just be... me. Tell them that, will you? Tell them that I'll miss them. But that I found my
Right.
place out here.
There's one
I'm
very
not
big
alone.
problem here with what she's saying.
Tell them
And I've been wondering this now a
I'm
while
happy.
when I'm talking to her. And that is, isn't she human for first and foremost? And an eternal being granted with a higher purpose later. So what about her human desires? If she is a human first and foremost, then isn't she supposed to be motivated by the same kind of prospects that humans want in their lives? So why would she be content here? Like, curled up in this labyrinth with this crusty spirit thing creature that, you know, hovers and guards the core of this entire place for the rest of her life, rather than, you know, find an actual, like, meaning in her own life that feels fulfilling every day, you know? And also, human social interactions. Humans crave that all the time. She's not getting that in here either with the Labyrinth Guardian. Like, that guy is not the same. So,
Yeah.
I guess they kind of just don't want to explain that.
He might have seen me. The
Or maybe
real
this
me,
is a very momentary thing that she
more than
feels.
anyone else. Well, I mean, he did and he didn't. Bo's sweet, but he doesn't listen real well. Tell the truth, I got the feeling that I was a stand-in for someone from his past that he wasn't able to protect. Maybe I'm projecting, though. He'll be better off without me there, in any case. That boy's gotta love himself before he's any good for someone else. And he'll get there. I know he will. And hey, if you see the ward again, tell Bo... Tell everyone that I'm okay. They don't need to worry about me. Don't let me stop you.
I think we got enough of the floating and talking hairpiece on the top left. Now, you can actually see her body this time. Let's get going. Let's try that one obvious portal that I was not able to take. If that still doesn't go anywhere, then I'm just gonna go past that.